Alrighty, greetings everyone. This is a cast of the Brazil Grand Finals Game 2. I don't know why I forgot about that. I definitely did not rehearse anything or have anything coming to mind to this. I am simply watching the Observer, which is also yours truly. Because, well, it's not like anybody else was, it's not like I was gonna get anybody else to do this live. This isn't technically live, though, because this is um, an observation of a game that was already done in the past. It was done right now 15 days ago. It was done on May 10th. Regardless, on to the game. We have Work in Silence versus TPR. I still don't know what TPR stands for. I looked on social media. I looked in the official Discord. I still can't tell you what that team stands for. I actually think I might have saw it one time when it was live. I forgot, and yeah, obviously the Twitch bot is gone. So we only got the actual in-game games right now, and nice that we get a match pause because I was talking about stuff that unrelated to the game while the game is going on. Once again, this I would like to iterate though. This is a English recording or English casting because the original casting was not in English. The original casting was in man, I was gonna say Brazilian. That's not a language. Man. Oh, whatever. Regardless, you understand. You understand why. I also want to iterate another time that TPR is in red and Work in Silence is in blue. The colors are attached to the teams. So when they swap sides, the colors will still be attached to the team. TPR will still be in red. So that's why TPR, despite being on defense, is in red. It doesn't have. It's not like that in other shooters. Muscle weakness was surprisingly not banned by a defensive team. So of course, WIS picks that up. I am actually very surprised. A B main ban picked up by defense team. I think that thing is very underrated on defense sides. So, Dragon's Breath and Community Healthcare banned makes sense. Dragon's Breath, I feel like it's more of a team thing. I forgot about PVS over here while I go through the rosters. PVS rocking the sniper rifle with the balls on the true side of the scope. I know they're not. I know they're just cats. They're balls. Let's be honest here. Alrighty. I'll do the other team next round. On TPR side, we have Zans, Brennan, Ifs, Nesh, and PVS. Brennan sending out a smoke mid. Did not do that during the pre-round. Gonna try and slow down an attacking side who is sending 4 mid right now with the converter. Axon trying to run through. Zayn commits suicide on the bridge because the attacking team, Mito on the Corona, rushes up, takes down the drawbridge, gets a kill. Very good blind by defensive side. PVS life saved due to that flash. 4-3 favor an attacking squad, taking an assault onto the A site. Getting the converter planted. PVS gets a heal by the pathogen, and now they are on a one-man disadvantage retake while Nesh gets revealed. Ifs might have also gotten hit by that reveal. Pulls out his signature shotty. Gonna try and push it through, get a slide through, but it's gonna be a very hard push from these two angles. Much so now that PVS gets shut down from the other angle. Realistically, they might just try and save guns here. There's too much util to be dumped that way. Gets one, gets two, this is still trying to go. He does have time. If he wins these two guns, wait, blinking health bars left on the offense, now defense. Gets one more, both one shot. Taps it. I don't think he got it. You need to start it before 7 seconds. So the defuse takes exactly 7 seconds. And as soon as you see the number 7 appear at the top of your screen, if he is not on that converter immediately diffusing it, like already in the process of diffusing, you don't get it. The weapon morph and everybody dance now, rightfully so banned. I say that even though site deletion's getting hover, I firmly believe weapon morph is going to get... Weapon morph got through. This is the first time in the, this is the 5th video of me doing a fan cast. This is the first time Weapon Morph got through. It's not the first time we've seen it. This is the first time we've seen Weapon Morph got through. It's been banned every single other time. I mean, Everybody Dance Now also got through another time, but obviously gets banned this time. Okay, so they ban site deletion, which they value more on offense, and the offensive team picks up weapon morph. Mainly to deny it from the defensive team, but maybe they got some cracks. Maybe they drop an op in their spawn and they just like have it try and get a pick when somebody's trying to rotate. We'll see how this defensive setup kind of gets put out here. I think that's a very common opening molly as far as I know in case of any opening rushes. Finds 2 to Zayn. That's very good info. He loses the double, but he gets info on where the push might be coming from. He saw 2 people there to get that call out for the squad. 4 players on the offensive team, including towards this B side and mid. A Dex on both sides. Gone on the offensive Dex, being a lurk towards A side. Gets his armor popped. Defense, remember, has reactive armor. A lot of them still have it on. A lot of defense was playing kind of back in the round, so they didn't get their reactive armor burned by util. I'm pretty sure it triggers off of any damage. I might be only off bullet damage. I'm pretty sure it's any damage. Very mid-heavy again is the offense. 4-man mid with the Corona. Corona and Dex pushing through. Pushing up the same way as they did last round. Corona being first point of contact. Gets hit. Gets taken out by Mito. 3 guns dropped on A Cafe by the offensive team. The offense does eventually get control of the map and a man advantage for a second. Not even a second, actually. They do have control of the site. All 3 people on site. Convert is getting planted in the open while very much trusting their teammate to cover that angle. Gets one, does Belky. He needs to get a second one. Disney trying to cover the jump up. He's covering the wrong angle, unfortunately. He was not covering the jump up. I lied. He was covering the overbridge. I just call that side the back of A. I always call it back A. Top of the stairs. Overbridge feels like one too many syllables. Fortunately, looking at the wrong angle, does not get the refrag. And Belky loses his second gunfight. Hey, can't blame him. He won his first one. The Rift expansion probably gets banned out by the defensive side. Looks like Swift support very good on offense, or very good on defense. Wants to get banned by the offense. Also good on offense. Don't get me wrong. Very good for rotating. Elusiveness is the first card picked up over Infernal Hounds or Blade Master. Mainly the Infernal Bomb. Infernal Hounds. I was looking at Doomsday Bomb. So defense will gladly pick that up along with a time-saving kill. I'm just trying to think about it. Elusiveness is the priority. I mean, it is 2 points less than Infernal Hound, so it could be an eco idea, or they really just value it. I don't think I played much of the Elusiveness card. I don't think I've seen it in any of these casts. Actually, I have. I think I've seen it once. It wasn't up to too much good use. Do we see the same molly at the start of the round? Alright, so this looks to be a signature molly from this team as well. This is not the first time we've seen that molly. That entire corridor is a util jump of OP. I'm pretty sure he just flashed it. That guy just flashed himself. We're gonna pretend like we didn't see that. Both Dexes on the offensive and defensive team losing their doubles, it seems. Yes, they have both lost their doubles. Belky now being the lurk gets a pick and A on AKFA towards the A side. It was the offensive Dex that was lurking on A main. Or the round before. There is a 3v3 A-Ram of sorts going on in mid, where it looks like defense did come out on top in a 2v1, but this is proving me wrong on the elusiveness pickup. The elusiveness actually did make a highlight play. He gets 1. Oh, he gets 3 off this. Gets it procced here. Doesn't know. The last defender on TPR doesn't know where to shoot. Oh wow, that actually came through in the clutch. Talk the converter getting banned by the offense. Don't want to deal with that extra healing out of combat. Although it heals you in combat too, but it's mainly for out of combat healing. Take your time. Banned by the offensive team. Both bans are up. Should the defense side want? A defense can pick up A and B ban if they wanted to. So they decide to grab a yoink instead for himself. Sprint fire being picked up on the offense makes sense. You know, this is, I believe, yeah, all 3 rounds it's been very mid heavy, and with a Corona leading the way, so that could just help him frag out, quite frankly. Let's see what we got on the setup this side. Would like to go to see a possible offensive quote-unquote setups, mainly just to see where the Dex places their clone. That's something I always enjoy seeing. We got PVS with the balls on the I call it the mini sniper. I actually don't know the name of that one. Do I remember? No, I don't. It's called the balls or the mini sniper. Wall gets taken out immediately. Gone loses his clone. Zayn also loses their clone at the start of the round. Axon's playing to this side of the map, dumping util. Or at least, yeah, both Axons are over on that side. But it is not B heavy this time. There is 3 A main taking down that block. Now, the question is, they sent 3 to shoot that down quickly. Now, do they push through that a main block that they just got rid of, or did they just open it up just to make the defense scared that, hey, that's an option? They have to keep Zayn there covering that option right now because they opened it up, but they don't have to go through there. Corona and Dex going towards mid again. They've been very much valuing this mid control. Always sending the Corona up here, pushing through. I mean, he does take it well. Defense on TPR side pretty much know that that A block that they opened don't mean nothing right now. They sent 2 to clear it. They know there's no one's there. In fact, they're pushing through it on a possible flank. Rhythm gets a 130 chunked out of him. 120, my bad. Chunked out of him by the ball sniper. About to see a bloodbath as 4 or 5 of offensive side are on B side right now. Flanks coming in from the defensive squad, but 4 on site with converter game planted. Actually, they swap sides at both the teams, and now Team TPR have no map control, while the WIS has all the map control in the world. They have to put there. You got 2 people pushing through this one person pushing through this one doorway on the site. Wins the first gunfight. Unfortunately, you are challenging 4 different people that all just called out, hey, push, push, push. Unfortunately, when you're getting peeked by one of them, you're going to get peeked by all of them. There's no way you're winning that, unfortunately. Security check. This is also a notorious site, or a notorious map for security check, in my opinion. I think security check is really freaking good on this site. I think it's also really freaking good on Yggdrasil. There are just some maps where it's not as good on, like, Outpost is an okay map for security check, but it's how do I say it? The doors are like less towards the center point of the map where everybody wants to be. Lifesaver getting picked up by WIS. Dull hands, a time-saving skill getting banned. Makes sense, of course. This is the last round of the half. So it makes sense that both teams dump their life savings here. Work in silence, having 10 full points to spend. While TPR had less than half of that, but they do pick up a security check. Unfortunately, it's Lifesaver and Throw the Plank are actually insane in comparison. Let's see what Brennan does on the circuit. No pre-round smoke this time. Actually, he hasn't pre-round smoke, but he is sending up the... I don't think I've seen him pre-round smoke. Sends out the drone. Catches 1.
I will rejoin you
Misses the nade. Hey, you know what? We all miss it sometimes. I was going to say, Belky could get a cheeky pick here. Only get the cheeky pick on the clone. Both Dexes lost their clone right now. Rhythm, util dumping as Axons always do. Gone wins the 1v1. Down to 1 shot. Basically just a second clone now. Crone pops a flash. Does not get the death flash. Does not get the kill either. No trade. But, wait, offense pushes on the site. They have, I was going to say, they have Lifesaver and control of site. This should be a 3v2 right now, which would normally be very doable. However, that revive makes it a 4v2. Now a 4v1. Almost gets the pick, does ifs, but he needs to get a 4K with this round done. Pulls out a shot. Hey, there's nothing to save on this round, so he has to go. The second revive of the round goes through. Very unfortunate for him. Very fortunate if you're rooting for WIS, who is looking to go up 4-0 on the offensive side. The Kismet gets out right as just peaks the angle. Very unfortunate timing. Almost got killed. I had was one shot, but hey, I mean, that round was lost. The round was pretty much lost anyway. Alrighty, now we go. We swap sides. See what's up. Bullet upgrade likely, but getting banned. Or rightfully so, getting banned. I would imagine Phantom B-Sky or Free Refills gets banned here. Flashy projectiles gets banned. That does make sense. Nitro is very good. I don't think I've seen, out of these 5 casts that I've done so far, a single round where there is no Nitro. I don't think there's one. I mean, she's good. She's goated. But Phantom B-Side surprisingly not getting picked up. Offense valuing a Vitality staff on the offensive side, while defense picks up and inherits the wins. We'll see how these sides prepare differently on the defensive side. Mainly looking at the defensive Nitro, or the Nitros, I guess, on both squads. The Dexes, Pathogens, where they wall. Where their Circuit likes to play for intel. Will they throw the same? They throw the same nade, and they throw a Circuit trap on top of it for this round. Let's see if they continue to do so. They know defense team knows where offense is right now because they can just close the drawbridge. Tells the whole map where they are. A sonar. I love sonar, by the way. I think this is one of the best sonar maps in my opinion. They're on A main. You can put it on that corner pushed up there and covers that like half the site. You can push it up on B. There's just so many good walls. 1-for-1 trade. Nesh is on site. Oh, that was his clone. Plays very aggressively with that. Gets the information. Four-man push towards B right now. Do they take the side or do they rotate A? This sonar gets a really good angle. Reveals at least one. Maybe reveal 2. Gone still has his clone though. Gets a bullet off before he gets a bullet taken on him. Converter planted, and now it's a 4-on-4, but the defense needs to do a retake onto the site. Rhythm getting ready to do so. Pulls out the shotty. Good old reliable. A trade again from both teams. Still even count. Util getting dumped on both sides. Oh, this echolocation from the offense. Actually huge. It's going to be really hard to push in. I mean, they do it anyway, even though they have wall hacks on them. 1v1 comes down to it at the end of the day. And Gibbs wins it. Full HP at the end of it all. Yeah, that right there makes you wonder why Sonar isn't played more. But quite frankly, it just happens so that I believe Black Market is one of, if not the best. Offense defense probably gets banned here. I can imagine Tall Poppy or Time to Snipe getting the second ban. Quick Diffuse, actually. I imagine Tall Poppy or Time to Snipe getting first pick and second picked. Waiting for 4 points dumped into a Time to Snipe. And a freeze bullet come out on defense. How many points did they burn into the Tall Poppy? Yep, 4 points into that one as well. Bet both teams putting a good amount of their savings into that. Coming out on the offense side, both teams spending 7 points. A flashlight. Very annoying to find into. Yeah, so this just happens to be one of, if not the best sonar map. Just because of where she can place her echolocation. It just covers so much in a place that it's really hard to contest. Just because of how the map is laid out and where she can put it next to a wall. Where it can go through, obviously. I mean, it can go through all walls, but where it actually matters. You get what I mean. But yeah, as you can see by the defense, like the defense had to push into a site that they had to retake through an echolocation that was just giving the offense team wall hacks on them the whole time. Like it's just not easy. But she is kind of map dependent. So, there's that. I mean, she can do that on any map, though, but oh well. Like, we're on A side right now, in that little corner, where the bomb usually gets planted. We can say, I would call it default, but it's not really. It gets picked off by a bomb. This is by the defensive Axon, ironically. Where Zayn is standing right now on this Corona, you can put a scan right where he's standing, and it also makes it pretty hard to push through because it covers it also hits where Rhythm just pushed through this like A mid area. It's called A purple on the map. Okay. All three players on the now on the retake, all pushing to the same side, and unfortunately, well, it kind of ends up being fish in a barrel when you're all trying to funnel through one small area and you're contesting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possible angles at once. Yeah. Counting in my head because there's 2 on the A main area, one on top of the stairs, one on the bottom little piece of cover that you can play on. Hell, somebody could be standing on top of it if you want a cheeky angle. All right, enough about last round. Holistic Denizen, plenty of ammo, explosion specialist, weak jumps, headshot master, vampire bullets. These are all insane guards that you can only put 1 point up if you want to deny an enemy team. And the defense picks up holistic and explosion specialist. I thought they would have put 1 point into holistic and 5 points into explosion specialist just to completely negate any util of the explosive variety coming from the offensive side. Just don't care about Axon, don't care about blast grenades, just don't care. Especially when TPR picks up plenty of ammo, you know, dude, blasters are gonna hold like 5 rounds in it right now. Like 4 or 5 rounds in it. You probably do want 5 points in that explosion specialist. But hey, these guys are playing and not me, and that's for a goddamn reason. 2 Axons playing towards this side of the map again, along with the sonar. I can imagine the push is going to be where the sonar is. Nesh gets a nade kill onto Belky. That's an opening pick. Both decks is losing their clone now, but one of them got good damage on the Zayn. And the offensive decks in the form of Gone, being played by Gone, got good damage on Zayn before he got picked off. Mito with a good nade gets the info. Mito has to face against 4 of them, 5 of them. Very hard to win a 1v5. Unfortunate for him. And he was the only anchor on A site right now, or at that time. Definitely not right now. And fortunately, 3 players defending squad work in silence. If they want to make this a 5-3 score line, they will have to push into a sonar. They're kind of separated. They're actually backing up. Okay, they're saving. Rightfully so. Save the guns. Nothing else to save, I don't believe. As the only in-between round resource. Well, here's the thing. They are saving. Remember, TPR has invested in the future right now, so it's not like it gets better particularly next round. TPR is actually bringing this quite back hard on was it a 4-1 scoreline, I believe? And this looks to be a successful save. All of offense gets off the site. And a very, very quiet post plant. TikTok probably gets banned. Knife in the dark looks like to be of value. Health Club could, I would also imagine, be of value. TikTok getting banned. Yeah, I remember we did this before in the US. What was it, for 24 hours? Okay, well, just like after those 24 hours, TikTok is not banned. Health Club is, though. Knife in the dark being valued by TPR. So defense team does pick it up. Anti-healing bullets being the first one being valued by TPR. Wow. Have we seen TikTok go through before? It has been recently, a nerf going from Chapter 1 to Chapter 2. Chapter 1, TikTok was, after 60 seconds, the sites get locked down, and you have to play hide and go seek. I have a short of that on YouTube where I use a spider portal to TP out during a hide and go seek a TikTok round. I think that's awesome. That was funny if you want to go find that. Now it's 75 seconds. 5 men on offense going towards B. Blind goes through, Rhythm shuts it down. Oh no, with his nade. That was a double kill. I think that was from one of his duel days. That's unfortunate. Excuse me. Alright, so I mean, we saw what TPR was trying to go for it. They let TikTok go through. They were like, you know what? We picked this up. We sent 5 people onto a site. Not a site, but we sent them onto one of these sites, which was B site. 5-man there, rush it hard, go fast, or go home. And unfortunately, Rhythm sends them home forcefully. And PVS peeks that holding out a sniper rifle. Gets the double. He's gonna get absolutely bum rushed. And yeah, I don't think it was a bad call. TPR definitely had a plan going to that. I don't think it was a bad plan to just go hard, go fast. You know, into a TikTok, say screw it. We're gonna negate that card by not letting it get to 75 seconds. Unfortunately, well, that's why tactical shooters, you gotta play slow sometimes. There are some teams out there that will punish you. All right, Work in Silence ahead in. They got 6 points to spend. TPR got 5. Last round. Do we take this to duels or do we not? Converted camouflage and big heads getting banned. IP depth, or not IP depth. Bulletproof design goes through, but for the offensive side, they don't want to get let down in defense. Shield rod for the defensive side. Interesting. Yeah, these all make sense. Realistically, interception could have been an idea. Depending how well versed the team picking up is at shooting those projectiles. Mito picking up the shield rod for themselves, places it in spawn. They can heal themselves up. They can get a little extra to their health bar, basically make it a what is it? A makeshift big health. Unfortunately, that means Mito does not get to have the does not get the time to set up as much as they would like to. Being on the Nitro. The offensive decks in the form of Gon, once again on the other side of the map, being the lurk. Gon loves being that lurk. Gets his body picked off. His double, my bad. Wait, did he? I don't believe so. Mito gets a nade from downtown. He's been on these all day. PVS, I think he hit the ceiling there. Ceiling. Nesh gets a little bit of a jump scare. He gets a double picked up. Gone. Pushing through mid on his double with 90 points of health. He had 90 points of health on his double, by the way. 20 as the base, 20 in the form of a shield, and another 50 on his armor passive. Rhythm getting echo-located, but is currently 2, now 1 on TPR. Looks like Work in Silence about to take this series into 2-0, unfortunately. PBS, last one alive. There's nothing to save. There's nothing worth saving. He has to push, and he's running out of time. He doesn't even have converter, I don't believe. Yeah, this unfortunately, yeah, he doesn't have converter. They know it's on. The defense knows it's on site. Yeah, oh wow, I didn't realize a broker got picked up. Yeah, I'm just gonna call this now. GG. I got balls on a sniper rifle, but unfortunately, you can have all the balls you want. You can't win this. Against maybe worse players where they would give you 1v1s, sure, but they're not going to give you 1v1s. They're all going to peek you at the same time. If one peeks you, they're going to call out, I'm pushing. And Work in Silence takes the series into a 2-0. I will see you guys in the impossible shutout next video.